The founding director of the Center for Sports and Leadership at the University of Texas is trying to make sure that Americans stay focused during these hard times. And joining me now is author and former NFL coach Daron Roberts. Daron, thank you for joining us this hour. Good to see you. Now, many people are struggling right now, and even as restrictions are set to slowly be lifted this month for many, the question is, how do we recover not only economically but emotionally?
Thank you for having me, Lily. And I think one of the most important things that we can do is practice self-compassion. And so this is something that none of us signed up for when we walked into 2020. It's nothing that any of us could have projected. And so realizing that this is uncharted territory and also having the courage to say, we've made some mistakes, there's been a lot of uncertainty, but I'm going to forgive myself for all of the things that may have sort of slipped to the wayside as it relates to family and health and those sorts of things. So I think just really being patient with yourself and understanding that this is a process, and then taking the next courageous step to move forward.
It's a big step that a lot of people are going to have to take, a lot of adjustments right now. Now, I quoted you recently after listening to one of your videos. What stuck with me the most was assess, adapt, advance. What are different ways that our viewers can apply this now going back to work?
Yeah, so whether you're a small business owner, whether you're an employee of a multinational company, those three steps: assess. So take into account how the situation has changed. Also think about your value proposition. So in this COVID world, you have a different value proposition than you had before it started. So really think about ways that you can add value to the place where you work. Secondly, just adapt, right? So there are going to be some changes. We will not walk into a work environment that looks like what we had pre-COVID. So be willing to adapt to the spatial changes, to the way and the communications and the way that those change. Find some way to do that on a small level, and then advance, just move forward. And I always talk about micro wins, Lily. Try to boil down your day to three things, three small victories that you want to accomplish, and then give yourself credit for knocking those things out on a daily basis.
That's good. Some positive reinforcement for us all. Now, Daron, many people are going back to work soon. Again, be some anxiety about adjusting to these new rules that many businesses have set in place, a lot of different restrictions for their employees. Now, what can people do to lower the stress and also deal with the people around them that might have a lot of different challenges in their life at that moment?
So two things. One, breathing. So breathing has been shown to lower your anxiety levels. You make better decisions when you breathe. It's something that all of us do in order to exist, but very rarely do we do it intentionally. So taking deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth, and really trying to slow down that mental clock around decision making. The second thing I'm going to say is this. This is a time for us to practice radical grace. So let's give people the benefit of the doubt. Let's assume that people are trying to do the best that they can, because I firmly believe that they are. And let's practice radical grace, have compassion, show empathy. And I think day by day, we're going to find that we're going to adjust to this new world and be in a position to move forward.
Some beautiful advice there. Thank you for that positive outlook. And I hope that our viewers take some of these things and they can apply them to their daily life now. We really appreciate you talking with us, Daron. And again, have a good weekend.
Thank you so much, Lily.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.